Hi everyone, wish you a very happy Saturday and a beautiful weekend coming up ahead. So आज का video actually is based on there was a questionnaire that I was supposed to fill up, give my opinion, and one of the questions was how do you take criticism, right? That got me thinking because the word criticism has a very wonderful and special place in my life. मुझे ऐसा लगता है that the word criticism has a negative connotation. It does not have a positive connotation at all. If I'm criticizing you, I am saying something negative, boss. मैं आपकी अच्छाई नहीं कर रही हूँ. And I don't have the best interest for you. No. On the contrary, my only interest in criticizing you is for me to feel better about myself. That look, I am telling you, you are this and I am better than you. ये मुझे खैर बहुत when I was a kid मुझे तभी समझ आ गया था ये कि यार ये लोग इतना criticize क्यों करते रहते हैं यार मेरे को to feel better or what? Like, okay, everybody is flawed, but don't point it out. They already feel bad about it. The world makes them feel bad about it. Don't keep talking about it, you know. I mean, there's nothing in the world I've not been called. nothing. I mean, my looks, my height, my weight, my body, my intelligence, who I am. I mean, everything has been criticized. So that's what I said. It's my favorite cousin in the whole world. But I'm saying, बहुत लोग ना might think that नहीं यार क्रिटिसिज्म से ना ग्रोथ होती है. आई डोंट थिंक सो. आई डोंट थिंक सो. यू नो व्हाई? बिकॉज इतना ग्रोथ होता तो फिर बच्चों को क्रिटिसाइज करना चाहिए. You can't criticize children. They are growing. You just cannot criticize them actually. On the contrary, you have to use positive reinforcement for them to grow or become, good human beings. तो बच्चे तो out हो गए. तो then who's left? Adults. Now one would think that जितने भी adults हैं, most of us, हमको थोड़ा बहुत तो पता ही है अपने बारे में. We may not be very spiritually woke, but we still do know these are our flaws, right? तो उनको बार बार बोलने में क्या मजा आता है क्या लोगों को? समझ नहीं आता यार मुझे. That we as adults anyways feel bad about our flaws on our own. You don't need to tell us, right? So then बात ही नहीं उठती ना कि जी how should I take criticism? Boss, I don't want to take and one should not take criticism. मतलब ये weird sentence है. बल्कि it should be how can the world stop criticizing? Why do you want to criticize? You want to criticize because you want to feel better about yourself, not because आपके दिल में इतना प्यार है दूसरे वाले के लिए कि आप उसको uplift करना चाह रहे हो. Every time that you will criticize somebody is to feel better about yourself, in a way trying to tell the other person couple of things. One, look at me, I know much better than you, or look at me, I am better than you, right? It is a very misplaced sense of superiority when you're criticizing somebody, because I only criticize my husband so I know how I'm feeling that time. मुझे देख, ठीक है? So that is one. Then a lot of times criticism masquerades around with another word which is called feedback. वो भी बड़ा funny word लगता है यार मेरे को. The way it's used mostly. If used correctly, then I think it's awesome. But the way it is used, no, it'll begin with, I have some feedback for you. Now I get it if I'm your boss and you're my direct, subordinate or employee or whatever else terms that I used in the corporate setup. Because वहाँ पे there are combined goals, right? Now let's move to entrepreneurs or maybe somebody like me who's an artist and doing her own shit. आप मुझे क्या फीडबैक दोगे यार? Unless you are the person who hired me, है ना? Then तो आप तो बॉस हो. फिर तो फीडबैक क्या? जो बोलो आप बोलोगे जी मैं पूरी वॉल को निकाल के फिर से पेंट करूंगी आपके लिए, ठीक है? Apart from that, if you're not paying me money, who are you to give me feedback, boss? Like, and you know what? Please, okay, before anybody thinks that I'm being disrespectful, I'm not actually. This is coming from a place of understanding, not arrogance. And I'll tell you why. People who work on themselves to understand who they are know exactly where they're headed, why they're doing a certain thing, and what is the intent behind it. Now, I mean, I was in therapy for a very long time. The person that I was with took so much time to understand me first, to even start to guide me. So, anybody on the road, anybody who's met me for the first time or is meeting me after 10 years will tell me, I have feedback for you. तो अगर अंदर हंसी नहीं आएगी तो क्या होगा यार? मतलब सोचो इसके बारे में. आप क्या फीडबैक दे रहे हो मेरे को? Based on what? Like, I mean, so I find this funny. I don't want to continue, on this track because I know I can get a little sarcastic. That's a thing. See, that's a flaw. मुझे पता है मेरे अंदर वो flaw. I do tend to get sarcastic and now I know why, right? I've been observing these things about feedback, criticism. नहीं, I will only take feedback from people who've been on that path. Feedback. Suggestions are very different. Feedback. How should I conduct myself? Why will I ask anybody that? Have you been there? Why will you tell me? And what part of you is being fulfilled by telling me that? So I think it's well, if anything, then this video can be taken constructively, please, by entrepreneurs, I guess. We all know ourselves very well, and because why, what happens is that इतना feedback, criticism जो भी मिलता रहता है यार, बोलते तो words है ना, words फिर thoughts बनते हैं, वो thoughts circle करते रहते हैं दिमाग के अंदर कि जी उसने ये कहा, उसने वो कहा, एंड सारे टाइम हमारे अंदर इतनी क्षमता नहीं होती है यार कि सारे टाइम ना अवेयरनेस में रहो, एंड एवरी टाइम यू आर बीइंग ऑल स्टोइक अबाउट थिंग्स एंड not letting things affect you. So words become thoughts in our minds, right? Just how our thoughts become words and actions. उल्टा भी तो होता है ना, अंदर कोई किसी का एक्शन जो वर्ड्स थे वो थॉट्स हमारे दिमाग में बनते हैं. मे बी वी वांट टू स्टॉप criticizing people. Criticizing तो वैसे भी बंद ही होना चाहिए. I don't know why. It's a negative word. And even feedback I think we can only give when asked. या बहुत ही मतलब बहुत कम होते, वो तो एक दो ही लोग होंगे आपके लाइफ में, बड़ी भैया हार्डकोर वेल विशर्स, हार्डकोर. आई विल नॉट टेक एनी फीडबैक फ्रॉम एनीबडी एल्स. Unsolicited I'm talking about. Solicited, I will solicit it, right? Criticism I don't take from anybody, nobody, because it's at my cost. So I love myself way too much to take criticism. I just wanted to share this. That's all. Have a nice day. Bye bye.